Harry, wait up! You think your dad's still alive? How do you know?
Trust me, it'll be easier just to show you.
So Pete's not coming back for a smoothie? I hate wasted smoothies.
Parker stepped out to talk to an old acquaintance.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I am well aware of the time passage. I find it concerning.
So, you don't like this old friend?
He has a questionable history.
And you'd know something about questionable histories.
Are you not so subtly referring to my criminal past? That is all behind me. I am reformed.
Don't get all bent out of shape. I figured anyone who's friends with Peter Parker can't be all bad.
If only that were true.
After Doc Ock insulted my family yesterday, I came here. Just felt like I should.
The Osborn family too.
It had been a while, and I found this.
Whoa, looks like someone broke in.
These footprints are about my dad's shoe size. And the memorial crypt was already open. We both know my dad's body was never recovered from the blast, but... Look, I uncovered these hidden stairs and came to find you. I haven't gone down because it's kind of freaking me out. What is this? It all seems to indicate one thing.
That your dad's still alive.
And like you said, he might be the person behind all these dangerous new goblins.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let me go first. One thing I've learned about secret tunnels, they're often full of... booby traps! Laser traps? This is definitely your dad's style. Whoa!
Passcode! Vengeance! Passcode! Financial vendetta!
What are you doing?
Passcode! Passcode! Phoenix Rises!
Wow, that was fortunate.
Sorry, my dad has, like, a lot of secret passcodes.
Vengeance? Vendetta? Of course those are his secret passwords. And Norman Osborn encrypted laser traps must mean that whatever's down here...
My dad definitely didn't want anyone to find. Let's go.
This can't be how Spidey does it, randomly swinging through the city. It's not random, Spider-Girl. We're covering a grid and cross-checking it for any signs of the goblins we heard are still on the streets. Think of this as a science experiment. Sometimes it takes time to get results. Spider-Man probably has a more efficient method. He's gotta be tracking these goblins too. Let's call him and join forces.
Look, just because he got his powers first doesn't mean he's smarter than us. I'm sure we're gonna beat him to these gangs.
We've been at it for 10 hours. Let's just call Spidey.
Negative. Spider-Man cannot be reached.
Doc Ock, you're supposed to be in a coma. Well, obviously he woke up and wasted no time getting back to crime. Hacking a spider bot?
What? No, I have been trying to find you.
Congrats, you found my foot! And the kick is good!
I told you to wait!
Huh? Oh, good times. I wanted in on some of this Ock punching action.
I have been hunting you down all over the city. I need...
We don't care what a criminal needs.
Wait. You can't just drop Ock stole my body while my mind lived in a computer and not expect me to have questions. Like, after all that, why's Ock now your friend? You sure you didn't leave some brain cells back in the Horizon mainframe?
Huh. Still on the right path. Not like there's anywhere else to go.
Don't change the subject. Ock tried to destroy you. How do you go from that to besties?
We're not besties. But like they say, you can learn a lot about someone by walking in their shoes. I saw all of Ock's memories. How we were similar and how we were raised differently. Hard not to have empathy for the guy.
Pete, I don't care if Ock was a nice kid. How can you forget all the terrible things he did to you and me? To Horizon, to this city?
It's hard to explain, but I'm confident he's changed.
I think someone has changed. So then it was Ock, not you, who recently got all crazy aggressive fighting villains? I mean, the E-Train was closed for weeks because of you/him. What's that sound? After you.
Thanks.
Quit it! I come in peace!
And you'll go in pieces.
No, I am no longer a villain, but a friend!
Oh, so it was friendly to hack Spidey's tech?
I did not hack it! I am working with Spider-Man!
Does having 5 doctorates automatically make you think everyone else is really stupid?
6 doctorates, but that is beside the point.
Thinking he's smarter than everyone else has always been Ock's thing.
I need you to help me find Spider-Man. He is not answering calls.
You think we'd betray Spidey like that? Lead you right to him?
Spider-Man is with Harry Osborn, whom I fear is carrying on his father's legacy. He cannot be trusted.
He can't be trusted? Let me tell you who the last person is we're gonna trust.
I have never been very good at talking to girls.
Hawk-controlled spider bots were not something I expected to see today.
But you know what I did expect to see today? Goblin gangs. You'd think by now we'd have run into them. Hold on. That doesn't look right.
Huh. And someone doubted my goblin hunting strategy.
Don't get a big head. Safety inspector calling. Hi, I'm guessing you're not charging us to do anything good. Why is he laughing?
You think your little webs are any match for my advanced goblin tech?
Gotcha! Come on up, Draft! Pull up! 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 Oh man. What? How did we get here?
It's probably better you don't remember.
What? You should be dead!
You look like you've seen a ghost! You've been dying to use that line!
Shocking turn of events.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that.
I did.
Let's check out his fancy pants wristband here. This thing looks like it's wirelessly connected to a main server. Someone's keeping track of where the Goblin Gang members are. Maybe we can trace the connection back and see where this guy came from.
You're thinking it'll lead to a den of other goblins? Not bad. How fast can you reprogram the...
That fast! And that way.
And you thought we needed Spidey's help.
They might not trust me, but I trust them to find a way to the other goblins. Because something tells me the goblins will lead them to Osborn, and therefore, Parker.
Careful where you step. If I know your dad, there's bound to be more traps. I'm surprised we haven't triggered another one already.
That sound again. It sounds like factory gear. Coming from up ahead.
Wish we could see more. It'd make this a whole lot easier.
Yeah, seriously. Too bad there isn't a switch to turn the lights on.
I didn't do it.
Lights off. Lights on?
They're controlled by your voice. You don't find that a little strange?
I find all of this strange.
Harry? There's something you aren't telling me, isn't there? You've been down here before.
It is a shame Spider-Girl and Ghost Spider do not have faith I am now an ally. I would prefer not to sneak after them. Only Parker seems to believe my desire for redemption is genuine. Parker, who is so trusting he would run off with that no-account globe-trotting Osborn. Globe-trotting? Or something else? Let us determine where you really were, Mr. Harry Osborn. I am certain that your travel documents will not be that difficult to obtain. Very interesting. And not surprising in the least.
What are you talking about? I've never seen this place. You know everything I know.
Really? First you know the passcode for the lasers. Convenient, but not impossible. Then it turns out you knew the E-train was down while you were supposedly in Europe. Maybe you could have read about that online. Maybe. But now these lights work under your voice command? If I didn't know any better, it seems like you've been lying to me and are now leading me into a trap.
It's not a trap. I promise.
But you have been down here before, haven't you?
I haven't. That part is true.
Then what part isn't true?
After my father died, I didn't exactly leave New York.
So you have been lying to me this whole time.
It's complicated, Pete. After my dad's funeral, I came across a message he left for me. He wanted me to thrive, to bring greatness to the name Osborn. So he left me the blueprints to what could become his greatest creation. A mech design so powerful, it could protect the world from any threat. It would be unstoppable. My dad never had a chance to build it, but I could.
You built a mech?
Well, I haven't had a chance to run beta tests on it or catalog its full capabilities.
But you did build it.
Yes.
I'm proud of us. We're getting pretty close to wherever that goblin's home base is.
I knew we could do this. Pretty soon, people are gonna be calling Spider-Man our sidekick.
Okay, now the dot's moving towards us. You ready for whatever this is?
What do you think?
Your dad designed an ultra-powerful, unstoppable mech, and you decided to build it all by yourself? Do you know how dangerous that is? Nothing your dad made was safe.
This right here is why I couldn't tell you about it. I knew you'd do this.
Do what?
You wouldn't approve. You'd think it was too risky, as if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not my dad, Pete.
I didn't say you were. But if this mech is as powerful as you say, in the wrong hands...
You think I don't know that? I took serious safety precautions.
Harry, you and I both know there are people who are willing to do anything to get their hands on dangerous technology like that. The kind of people who raided Oscorp and put all this goblin gear on the streets.
I don't think it came from Oscorp.
What? Of course it did.
Yeah, a few pieces of tech were stolen from Oscorp over the past year, but nothing big. Not enough gear for a gang.
Then where is it coming from? Huh? A factory. The goblin gear wasn't stolen from Oscorp. It's being mass-produced from down here.
This is enough tech for an army.
An army? Try a nation!
Dad?
I should have figured you'd eventually find me, Harry. You were always a smart kid. But bringing Spider-Man here, that's an unexpected bonus. Time is now at hand for the Goblin Nation to rise!
Mr. Goblin King, happy to finally meet you. Welcome to... Note to self, shorten jokes. Ow. So, this was all an Osborn family setup? I should have never trusted you, Harry.
Dad? You're alive?
Oh, how I love this delightful look on your face.
So what does this make you, Harry? The Goblin Prince?
I'm no prince, even if my lying dad is the Goblin King. I swear I had no idea about this.
Survive first, talk later.
Still on the right track. Be prepared for anything.
I think we found our anything.
Intruders! Get them!
Ready? Born ready.
Dad, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to destroy the city you love?
Nice speech. You expect me to be moved? I'm the one who does the moving.
Harry! Sorry, guys. Time to go head to head.
Never thought I'd get a second chance to make a first impression, but boom goes the potion bomb, brah!
Bruh?
This is not the way to greet someone. Let me show you how superheroes say hello.
Wow, your aim is terrible. This is how you're supposed to use this. Really? Reset to blast and...
Nice moves.
Back at ya.
Whoa, bro! Someone ran into this trap? You sure ain't the sharpest crayon in the box, are ya?
Surfer dude arrogance? Vocabulary of a middle schooler? You're Barkley Bliss. And the Wick Riders! You're not Norman Osborn, are you?
Do you think Norman Osborn could have succeeded at all of this? Oh, he was smart, but he was not me!
The Vulture.
Adrian Toombs? So my dad really is...
Who knows if he's alive or not? Norman Osborn's stock in trade was secrets, but it didn't take much work to discover he'd hidden a lab under the family tomb. When Spider-Man ruined my plan to take over Beaumont Chemical, I needed a place to run my factory. How fitting it was designed by Osborn himself.
All this for what? Power? Revenge?
My goal is simple. Make the world respect the name Adrian Toombs for my brilliant work. Osborn exploited me. Working for him destroyed my name. But your takedown of the underworld, Hammerhead, Silvermane, and finally Sandgirl, created a power vacuum in this city. A vacuum only I could fill. Now I'm showing the world I can do everything Osborn could, and more. All of his attempts at conquest failed. But mine? You'll never take New York back from Adrian Toombs.
No. This ends now!
You don't stand a chance against a city full of goblins, kid.
I'm not just a kid. I'm an Osborn! And I now have a way to shut down all your goblin gear for good!
But how would you be able to? You built it, didn't you?
You don't know what I've done!
You're not the only one who knows about those designs. And you just made my job a whole lot easier.
Harry! Leave him alone!
goblins. Omega formation.
But what about our factory?
Bring it down. It served its purpose, but the timeline for the final phase has just moved up.
You were right, Pete. This was all too dangerous. We gotta... Huh? Harry, are you okay? I'm fine. But Toombs, for a moment he had complete control and access to my goblin gear.
And what dangerous secrets could he have learned from that?
Harry? Where are you going?
Spider-Man, please come in!
I'm here, Ock. Been a little occupied.
Finally! I thought I would never reach you. Severe emergency. I tracked Spider-Girl and the other one trying to find you.
Those bolts! Electro?
Yes, she has a gang of electro-goblins.
Where's this happening?
Happened! Past tense! That is what I am trying to tell you! I cannot get a reading on them! I fear... they are gone.
The Goblin isn't a person anymore. Oh, hell, the Goblin King! It's a nation!
I preferred the person. Some of us have worked together for a long time.
Good times.
Booyah! Some of us don't trust each other.
Ock!
But to stop the Goblin King from destroying New York,
Bring it down.
we need to put our differences aside. It's time to be the heroes this city needs.
Marvel Spider-Man Goblin War. All new next Sunday at 9:30.